right, tonight we're going to look at scatter plots. Scatter plots are a way to arrange data that we gather. So looking at your scatter plots foldable, we're going to start with our positive, negative, and no correlation. Don't forget that on Friday in class you have a quiz. We're going to work on scatter plots in class on Monday and Tuesday. This way you don't have homework over the weekend. Looking at the tab that says positive correlation, we're going to look at some graphs or a graph that has a positive correlation. We're going to write some examples down that would be real-world examples of scatter plots with positive correlation. An example of this graph, a scatter plot, is discrete data that is graphed on a coordinate plane. We have increasing dots from left to right, so a positive correlation goes up from left to right as you read the graph. And a positive correlation, that means as x values increase, the y values increase. We're going to write down some examples under this tab. So under your information about positive correlation, an example of a scatter plot in the real world that would have a positive correlation would be the hours you work and the money you earn. As you work more hours, you're going to earn more money. So as your x values increase, so do your y values. Another example of a positive correlation would be the age of a child and their height. As children get older, their height increases. So as their age is increasing, so is their height. As one value increases, so does the other one. And our last example for positive correlation that you're going to write on this tab is the hours you spend studying and your grade. The more you study, the higher your grade goes. So as one value increases, so does the other. All right, the next tab we're going to look at is no correlation. The graph of no correlation is scattered all over our coordinate plane. There is not a trend in this data. It doesn't have a pattern from one side to the other as we read the graph from left to right. No correlation means that there is no relationship between x and y. An example of a situation with no correlation could be something like the number of pets you own and your grade in math. The number of pets that you own does not have any relationship with your grade in math. Another example could be the number of cookies sold and temperature. As the number of cookies sales go up, the temperature does not change. There is not a relationship between the two. Our last example is negative correlation. Turn over your negative correlation tab. See that the graph from left to right decreases. Our scatter plot has ordered pairs or points that are discrete and they are going down from left to right. In a negative correlation, as x increases, y decreases. So as one value is increasing, the other is decreasing. That makes our graph go down from left to right. The examples that we're going to write down might be temperature and hot chocolate sales. So as the temperature increases, the number of hot chocolate sales would decrease. A second example that we could write down might be your credit score and your interest rate. As your credit score gets better, that's the score that lenders look at. If your credit score is better, they're going to charge you a lower interest rate. So as one goes up, the other one goes down. Another one might be the number of outfits you buy or shirts you buy the number of outfits purchased, and the money you have. As you buy more things, the amount of money you have decreases. So as your purchases increase, your money decreases. Okay, make sure you have this done. We're going to work on class on Friday on our test, and then Monday we're going to be looking at scatter plots.